Hi there, Cresco Update, and welcome to another installment of I'm Asking the Questions. I'm your host, Jack McCaffrey. Today I'm here with a member of the Cresco High School marching band, concert band, jazz band, lighting and audio crew, and the saxophone section leader, musician, Salvatore Pellicone. Hi, Sal.
How you doing, Jack?
Good. How are you?
Average, I would say.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. So, let's delve right in with what everyone in the school knows you for. You are in the Cresco High School marching band. How about you give us a broad spectrum of what's that like?
So, you know, being in the marching band, myself personally, I love it. I think it's probably the best thing I've ever done in high school. I don't really think that there's anything else I would rather be doing right now, honestly, like sports-wise or anything like that. For me, marching band's my sport. Really, for me at least, it's really hard when you take into consideration, like, not a lot of people know, but I have Lyme's disease. And with Lyme's disease, a really big issue is I get a lot of joint pains pretty much constantly. So like when you have to play music and hold like a 15-pound saxophone in front of you and march around a hot, sweaty field all day, it can get a little tedious, you know? But it's like I said before, it's the best thing I think I've ever done in high school, so I wouldn't really trade anything for it, even with all this, you know, joint pain and all the time, so. Now, did you play music before you entered high school? No. For me, I joined band 9th grade, and for me it was just like the thing to do because I already had a bunch of friends in band. And then from that summer, from 8th grade going to 9th grade, I figured, let's join band. It's not like I'm gonna be like a loner there or anything. So I talked to Verderis. He said he needed a tenor saxophone, and I said, okay. So I taught myself from the summer from 8th grade to 9th grade, and the rest is history. Well, I was originally like, I didn't really want to learn anything but the saxophone at first because, like, when you think of it, like, it's pretty cool, right? That's like that's the coolest looking instrument.
I'd like to think so.
Exactly, right? So I wanted to play a saxophone of some variety, like be it alto, tenor, or bari. I didn't really know anything about music. Well, I didn't know anything at all about music back then. So I figured, just put me on whatever you think is best. And he chose tenor for me, and it's the best choice I think for what I want. And you play more than one instrument at this point, correct? Yes, ever since I've originally taught myself saxophone, I decided to like branch off and try a couple other instruments. Right now, I've taught myself clarinet, flute, and trumpet, and I'm kind of trying to teach myself trombone, but it's not going too well. But you would say that tenor saxophone is still your favorite instrument? Oh, by far, yeah. Okay. Now, clearly you love music. It's one of your favorite things to do. What's your favorite type of music? Oh, probably jazz right now, just because jazz band has been... It's been like, as a musician, joining jazz band, I've really taught myself to put myself out there and get better as a musician, because with jazz band, you're going from a band of like marching band, which is like 90 people, and then jazz band, it's like 20 people. And then out of those 20 people, you'll have 4 other people playing the same music as you. So it's going from a huge ensemble to a really small select group. You can be a little singular in jazz band, and people hear you specifically. So it really pushed me to like get on like being a good musician and really like learning like how to read music as best as I could and just being as musical as I could be. Right, and do you have any big inspirations for playing saxophone? I have 2. When I originally first started teaching myself saxophone, I just looked up like sax players, and the first one I saw was this man by the name of James Carter. He's from Queens, New York, and he's absolutely ridiculous. Like the style and like the sounds he cultivates, it's something else, like what he can do, and I model a lot of my playing after him. Interesting. And the second person I would say, he just graduated. His name is James Furrer, then senior. He was my section leader for 2 years. Okay. And he really taught me how to just become like even better at playing. You know, like there's teaching yourself, and then there's actually being good at what you do. And I would say James Furrer, he was the one who taught me to be good at playing sax. All right, well, I'm very glad to hear that you're very into the music department, Sal, but now it is time for our rapid fire section of the show. We're gonna have 60 seconds where I ask you a bunch of questions, and then we're gonna do some word association. When I switch over to that, I'm gonna ask you a word, and you're gonna say the first word that pops in your head. Are you ready? Let's do it, Jackie. All right, try not to stumble over your words, Mr. Pellicone. And in 3, 2, brass or woodwinds? Woodwinds. Rock or jazz? Jazz. Shampoo, conditioner, or both? Both. Mac or PC? PC. Spots or plaid? Plaid. Science or history? History. Planes or trains? Oh, easy, trains. How many keys are on a saxophone? 32. How many valves are on a trumpet? 3. Jedi or Sith? Oh, Sith. Morning or night person? Oh, definitely night. Video games or reading? Reading about video games.
Sports or art?
Art.
How many types of saxophones exist?
6.
Would you prefer a lightsaber or a blaster?
Lightsaber.
All right, Sal, time for word association. So the first word that comes in your head. Reed.
Plane.
Brass.
Jack.
Camera.
Camera?
Camera.
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 Lens.
Lemon.
Lime.
Band.
Jack McCaffrey.
Robot.
Godzilla.
Stage.
Crew.
Millennium.
Falcon.
Chair.
Sit.
Music.
Sal.
Phone.
Jack.
Computer.
Jack.
Coat.
My last word was badge.
That's all right. Well, that was certainly interesting. Well, Sal, that's about all the time we have for this very special episode of I'm Asking the Questions. Thank you so much for coming down here and giving us your time today.
Thank you, Jack. Thanks for having me. And thanks, Mr. Kress, for putting this all together.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this very special look inside the mind of Salvatore Pellicone. I have been your host, Jack McCaffrey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on I'm Asking the Questions.